In my previous video, I showed you how to add a dynamic island to Windows using Windhawk. Since then, a new update has been released, and now in this video, I will quickly walk you through what has changed. Beginning with the Windhawk installation. Now head on to your browser, click on this download icon. Now we're going to run the setup.exe, click on that, click OK, next, choose yes when notified, click on next, install it, click on finish. So once you're done with the installation, you'll be greeted with a home page. Now to get this running, go on to Explore, click on it. Right here, search for Dynamic Island. There we have it, Dynamic Island for Windows. Click Details. Click Install, proceed to install it. Once you're done with the installation, this should pop up automatically. And as we can see here, we have this date. And on the right side, we have this calendar, which is a very good development, I must say. Now, if you over on top, you have this expansion and you can gain access to your calendar. And as usual, we can make some changes in the settings. Down here in Windhawk, click on the settings. Now on the position, you can actually reposition the dynamic island. And if you want it to be on the top left, you can choose top left and click on Save Settings. And for example, if you want to make that on the right, you can do that. Likewise, if you want to make it at the bottom center, you can do that as well. I'm just going to leave it as default and click on Save Settings. The good thing about this mode is that most of the default settings are good enough and you don't really have to make so many changes here. Nevertheless, I'm going to show you some things that has changed so far. Like if you scroll down here, for example, if you want to make it bigger, you can go for 1.2x, then click on Save Settings. Now it's slightly bigger than the default. And if you want to make it smaller, you can go for 0.8x, click on Save Settings. Now it's smaller. I'm just going to leave it on the default size. It's your choice how big you want it to be. So I'm just going to continue on to native Windows 11 style. If you toggle this on and click on Save Settings, you can see the shape has changed. We have this rectangular shape as opposed to the peel shape. All right, if you want easy access to that settings, you can right click on here. You have the same setting right here to use the iPhone peel style. Okay, and that's going to change everything. So usually you don't even need to toggle that on to make the changes. So I'm just going to leave it back the way it was. Always on top just got added, and this is a very useful feature. I'm going to show you why. Now we have always on top enabled. As seen here, when I open this Windhawk, we still have the dynamic island right on top of it, and this is the same thing you're going to get on whatever you're doing on your task and everything. It's just going to be there obstructing your view. Now, if you don't want it to be always on top, just toggle it off, then click on Save Settings. Now you can see it's not there anymore and you don't have to worry about any interruption while doing your work and whatnot. So this is one of the features I've been hoping that would get added to this, and it's a good thing that the creator thought of that and made it possible. Shout out to Imanshu, by the way. If you go down here to animation speed, this actually controls the animation. If you want it to be slow, click on Save Settings. It's a bit slower. Actually, you might almost not notice the changes, so I just prefer to leave it on normal and click on Save Settings. For the background tint intensity, you can change this if you want. On the contrary, you can actually right click on here and play around with the transparency, right? And for every changes you make, you can see that it gets a bit blur. And if you don't want it to be all the way bright, you can adjust the transparency. I'm going to set it back to the default. Click on Reset Transparency. If you go down here to weather, enable this weather city. Yeah, you can type in your city. For example, I'm going to type in New York. Click on Save Settings. This is going to give you precise weather update according to the city where you reside. That is pretty cool. So now to enable the game overlay mode, you can choose to enable it right here, or you can just simply right click on here and choose Show Game Overlay. Now we have this FPS, CPU, RAM, GPU, and disk usage. This is a very useful feature for gamers, especially if you don't want it to be stuck on that mode. You can just simply click on Hide Game Overlay. If I go back to it, Show Game Overlay, Hide Game Overlay. So it's as simple as that. Down here, you can change the color, dark gray, midnight blue. it's actually your choice. I like the simplicity of this mode because you can actually make many of these changes without even going to the Windhawk settings. So I'm going to revert back to the default. Another cool feature is the upgrade on the media control. For example, if you're playing music on Spotify or YouTube, the interesting feature that has been added to this is the visualizer. I just love this. And if you hover on top, you can see the full display, which is the artist name and the title of the song. You still have the visualizer on the right side. And here you have the play buttons, which gives it a nice aesthetic. If you want to leave this expanded, just right click on it and select pin expanded. It's just going to remain this way, and you have this old display which allows you to enjoy your music while having a view of the artist name and also visualizer and the controls at your fingertips. You can reverse it, just right click on it, choose pin expanded again. Now you're back to the collapse mode. To access Windhawk settings, just right click on here, click open Windhawk settings, and that should direct you to the Windhawk application. And here you have the dynamic island for Windows in the home page. If you don't want to use this application anymore, you can simply toggle it off to disable it, toggle it on again to re-enable it. If you don't want to use this mode anymore, just click remove, and that's going to remove the mode completely. How do you uninstall Windhawk? Right click on this Windows icon, click on installed apps, search for Windhawk. There you have it. Click on these three dots, choose uninstall, click on uninstall, select yes when you get that notification. Ensure to check on this, okay? Check on this to remove the program settings, okay? Once you're done with that, click on uninstall, and that should completely remove the Windhawk application. So that's gonna be all for now, guys. If you find value in what I'm doing here, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on my next post. Give this video a like, share your thoughts at the comment section, and also feel free to support me if you want. Have a great day. Peace out.